Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with a love reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is going to be a he said, she said spread, which means I'm going to be asking 4 questions: how you see, perceive, or think about your person, how you feel about your person, what your desires or intentions are for this connection, and what your next steps are going to be towards this connection or away from this connection. I'm going to be asking the same 4 questions from your person's perspective, and I'm going to be closing the reading with an oracle card from the Hidden Truth Oracle or the In the Shadows Oracle deck. This deck right here is going to be the voice of Sagittarius, and this deck right here is going to be the voice of Sagittarius's person. You may switch based on which side you align with most, because energy is fluid. All right, but this deck is going to be Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius, how do you see, perceive, or think about the person that you are romantically connected to at this time? How do you see, perceive, or think about this person? We have the 6 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Wands. Very interesting. I'm going to pull all the cards first, and then I'll be going through each question one by one. Sagittarius, how do you feel about this person, or what feelings do they inspire within you? What are the feelings that you have for this person? We have the Chariot and the 6 of Wands. All right, what are your desires and intentions for your connection with this person, Sagittarius? What are your desires? Oh, hold on. Death card. Flipped before. What are your desires or intentions? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, now, last question. What are your next steps in regards to this connection? How are you going to move? What's your next move in regards to this connection or in relation to this person that you are connected to romantically? We have the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Very, very positive energy, Sag. I will say that. And the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, now, this is your person. All right, how does the person that Sagittarius is romantically connected to see, perceive, or think about Sagittarius? How do they see, perceive, or think about Sagittarius? We have the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. Both of you guys have the Chariot. It's in a different position, but that is a synchronicity. So anytime you guys watch these readings and the same card pops up on either side in either position, it's a synchronicity. It's a stronger synchronicity if it is in the same position, meaning it's answering the same question. How does this person feel about Sagittarius, or what feelings does Sagittarius inspire within this person? We have the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Very interesting. All right. Now, what are this person's desires or intentions when it comes to this connection with Sagittarius? 5 of Chalices. Let's see. What are their desires or intentions in regards to this connection with Sagittarius? We have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Okay. And what are their next moves in regards to this connection, or what are their next steps in this connection? We have the Princess of Chalices. And we have the Moon, okay? And the overall energy, 6 of Pentacles. So both of you guys have the 6 of Pentacles. This isn't on the spread, though. Okay, so what I will say is that Sagittarius, your side is incredibly positive, very optimistic. You're free as a bird, ready to move forward. And their side, they're a little bit more reserved. They're holding back a little bit, and we're going to figure out why here, okay? So we begin the reading with the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands for how you see or perceive this person. You see this person as very generous energetically, financially, or they just are very generous in spirit when it comes to you. Like they are supportive, or they've shown you something about their personality that might suggest that they would be willing to give you things. Now, I'm not talking about necessarily gifts and money, and it could be that. It could be that. But like overall, I would just say it's like more like a supportive thing. It's more like a supportive energy. And you also feel like there's a lot of potential moving forward. You feel like it's open. When it comes to this person, things are open. You're willing to see where it goes. You're not totally emotionally invested. You're not emotionally attached to this person. You're keeping your options open in general, but you're open to see like, okay, I put it out there. Let's see what comes back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know I'm interested. So let's see what happens. Are they going to move accordingly? Are they going to, behave in a way that I approve of? That sort of thing is that sort of energy. So then we're talking about how you feel about them. We have the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the Death card. Major changes are on the way. You feel like if you connect with this person, your life is going to change in some way. And I don't mean like externally. I just mean that there's some sort of transformation that you're going to go through that happens only as a result of being connected to this person, right? You might feel like there are some things in the past that you need to dead, that you need to be rid of, that you need to be done with. This person might inspire you to move on from the past. I do get a similar energy from their side as well, but I just see like, okay, so if you ever thought like, oh, I'll never meet another person like my ex, or I'll never have a stronger connection than I did 2 years ago or 10 years ago with that person that things didn't work out with. I feel like this person is going to change your perspective on that, and they're going to encourage you to keep whatever is in the graveyard dead and buried. Do you understand? And really let it go. Stop even thinking about it. Stop even considering about it. That's what you feel about this person. You feel like they're going to provide you with the freedom to be like, no, I can make other connections. I can make other strong connections, and I'm going to move forward and see where this goes. They make you feel inspired and motivated to just, I don't know, and they also make you feel very confident. Okay, you might also find this person very attractive. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, and your intentions or your desires for this relationship. You want to take things slow. I think you like your life just the way that it is. I think you like how you have created the life that you have. And you're not necessarily willing to change that for anybody unless they're on the same page as you are. I also see you wanting to take things very slowly, really take your time, really ask yourself if this is the relationship that's worth investing in. You need to see something from this person. Like, I don't feel like it's like, once again, we're talking about pentacles here, but I don't necessarily feel like this is like financial. I just feel like you need to see that this person is trying, that this person is moving towards you, even if they're making slow progress, that this person is wanting to make effort, wanting to make that investment, wanting to work towards building something with you, even if they don't have as much as you do, even if they're not as successful or financially stable as you are, because you're showing up, if you're in the feminine energy, you're showing up as the Queen and they're showing up as the Knight. So that would suggest to me that they're still in movement. They're still in progress, even when you might feel like you're more established or you're more secure, more confident in what you have, especially financially or in a material way. And this person is still working their way there. Okay. So I think you're willing to be patient with this person as long as they're making progress. Your desire is to continue building, establishing yourself, your life, your things, and also maybe being supportive in the way of like, hey, like, I'm here, you can make it too, type thing. So how you want to move forward in this connection is the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Once again, there's this idea of there being a lot of potential for a long-term relationship. You're not totally emotionally invested, but you are keeping yourself open to the idea of being in love, of loving this person, of connecting with this person emotionally, of being excited and enchanted kind of by this new opportunity for love that you have found with this person. You're in your Queen of Cups era right now. You're feeling the love. You're open. You're generous with your spirit, your energy. You want to love and be loved. You are showing up. You're gorgeous. You're looking really, really good. This is the most beautiful queen. Now, all the queens are beautiful, absolutely. But I would say this is the most beautiful queen in the sense that she really prioritizes beauty in her life. So you might be looking hella good right now. And that might be why you're not desperate to move anything forward. You're waiting for this person to prove themselves to you a little bit. But you're also, interested in opening yourself up to love for sure. How does this person see you? We got the Ace of Wands and the Chariot. You turn this person on. You do it for them. There's something about the way that you look, your energy, the way that you carry yourself. There's very strong sexual energy between you guys, especially coming from this side. What I would caution you against, Sagittarius, is moving things too fast physically, because I do think that this person might have a tendency to rest on that. Sometimes they say that people will kind of rush the physical or sexual intimacy as a way of establishing intimacy and then never growing the intimacy in any other way, right? So this could show up or manifest in your life in the form of like maybe like smashing on the first date or something. And now this person expects that every time you're going to get together, you're going to be having sex. You know what I'm saying? So instead of continuing to try to get to know you, instead of trying to continue to build, everything will be centered around sex. So I would say that this person is very, very motivated to be intimate with you in that way. You turn them on, you do something for them, you motivate them, you make them feel strong and masculine and all these wonderful things. You make them feel passionate. You like make them feel alive again in some sense, or they see you that way. They see you as somebody who's very passionate and very full of energy. But I would just caution you against maybe being too forward with the sexual aspect, even if you want it. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. But I would just say that if it happens too early, it might slow the progress of like the emotional depth that has to be created. We have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords, and how they feel about you. There's something that they feel like they can't offer you right now, and it's really out of their hands. Like it's not really up to them. I don't know if this has something to do with the material sense, because I didn't show you guys, but at the bottom of the deck when I got these cards, I did look because I was trying to understand and get a little more context. And I saw the King of Pentacles. Okay. So this person might be having some sort of financial issues. Like once again, they might not be as financially stable or financially secure as you are. They may not be as successful in their career or make as much money as you do. But I feel like mentally that's holding them back. That's keeping them from actually feeling this and actually wanting this and actually like allowing themselves to enjoy the emotions that come along with meeting somebody and being invigorated by their presence and really wanting to develop an emotional connection with them. They're in their head too much, okay? But what I will say is that I think maybe having a conversation with you about it might make things better. I would say if this is something that you are aware of, because I wouldn't just bring this up out of nowhere because maybe they haven't talked to you about this. I'm not sure how well you guys know each other. But if it does come up about them not being as like secure or stable financially, I would be open to having a conversation about it. And I would encourage them to be open about having a conversation about it, because people can make up a lot of things about what they think you might want or what they think you might feel or what they think you might believe. And once you guys have a conversation about it, it might make them feel better. But there's also this desire for this person to like, I don't know, it's like they don't want to feel anything. Okay. I think they're a little bit afraid to feel. I think they're afraid that things won't go well in some way, that that they'll disappoint you in some way. I'm not really sure. I would caution you against being with somebody who is openly like, I'm not good enough for you, because then they're telling you everything you need to know. Okay, Sag? Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups and their desires or intentions. There's something that this person needs to let go of. I don't know what this person thinks or feels that's holding them hostage. I really feel like this person has some sort of emotional baggage that they need to let go of. They need to release maybe the fantasy of the kind of person that they thought they were going to be with. Maybe they need to release like this idea that they can't be happy or that they won't be happy or they don't deserve happiness. I'm not sure what emotional burden this person is carrying, but they definitely need to let go of it, because I feel like if this is their desires and intentions, they want to create something happy and joyful with you, but it's also almost like they're focused on the negative, or they're feeling very, very pessimistic. They might also feel like this connection with you is too good to be true. And so that might also be why they're a little bit more afraid to feel, okay? The next steps in the connection are the Princess of Chalices and the Moon. I think this person's feelings for you are going to be so strong that they are not going to be able to control themselves. Yeah, logically, they might feel like it's safe for them to hold back. Emotionally, they might feel like they have too much baggage. But I just think there's something about your connection that kind of like breaks the dam. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's some sort of like energy that you bring to this person's life that really like creates this feeling that they can't keep their feelings under wraps. They can't control themselves anymore. I don't know if they'll communicate that with you with the moon here, though. But I will say that this moon card doesn't always represent suppression or secrets or illusions or things like that. This moon card in this deck talks about harmony and unlikely pairings. Okay, so maybe somebody feels as though they're the bear and you're the lady in this card, right? You're refined. You know who you are. You're confident, right? Because she's wearing a red dress. You're secure in who you are. You're authentic. And this person might feel like the polar bear, just like naive and kind of stumbling through life a little bit, maybe a little bit clumsy, maybe not really sure what the next step is or how to dance. But their emotions are going to carry them forward regardless of how they might be trying to hold themselves back. I feel like their feelings for you are just going to be so uncontrollable and so strong that they're just going to have to learn how to dance. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to kind of surrender or submit in some way to the fact that maybe they're not the person they think you should end up with, or the person they thought that they were going to end up with, right? But there's some sort of like chemistry or some sort of harmony that's going to be created if they just allow their emotions to kind of, if they feel their feelings. I'm going to pull some last cards from the Hidden Truth Oracle deck here, from your person. This deck represents your person's voice. What are the thoughts and feelings that this person wants to express to Sagittarius before we close the reading? Any last thoughts and feelings from this person to Sagittarius? I love you unconditionally. Like I said, I'm not sure how long. You are the best thing in my life. I regret lying to you. I'm afraid to contact you. And I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay, so some of you guys, this message is not going to be for you. Some of you guys don't know this person well. Some of you guys are at the beginning stages of a relationship. And this person who's at the beginning stages of the relationship with you doesn't really have anything hidden or anything like that. For those of you that do have somebody from your past that you know is still pulling on your energy, or knows that that you know still wants to be a part of your life, this is what they want to tell you. So if this really resonates with a past person for you, this is what they want you to know. Okay, I know I was a distraction from your pain. You were the best thing in my life. I am afraid to contact you. You might have blocked them. You might have told them never speak to me again. I regret lying to you, and I love you unconditionally. So this person will always love you. Oh shoot, I bury myself in work to forget you. That was just under there. I didn't even see that at first. So this person, if this resonates with someone from your past, this person just wants you to know that they are always going to love you. I do think that they are going to reach out to you at some point, because they're not going to be able to control their feelings for you. But for most of you, I feel like this is really about a newer person. I don't necessarily feel like this is about, I didn't get any kind of past person energy, just because you are showing up so free and optimistic and so ready to jump in. And this person seems so reserved and like they're holding themselves back. If this is about a past person, it could be, right? But for some reason, they're afraid to contact you, or they're afraid to reach out to you. So, I mean, if you want this person back, if they're a past person you want it back, reach out to them, talk to them, see what's going on. I don't know what your relationship is like, but I will say that they're going to try to reserve themselves from you for a while until it becomes uncontrollable. So you want to talk to this person, you talk to this person. They do still have feelings for you, but I will like caution everybody, whether it's a past person or a new person, against maybe being too sexual at first, or when you reconnect, just reconnecting for the sexual intimacy, because then your whole relationship is going to be built around that. This is what I have for you guys. This is what I have for you guys. Sorry. I hope this is helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be with you next time.